Happy guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen.
Is that where I'm at?
I'm hoping. At least I know it's where I'm at. You know, yes, I have my other phone out. I'm looking at a recipe. I found this recipe.
I can't see that yet.
Okay, yeah, right here it is. Found this recipe at Tasty Southern Recipes on the Bay City book. Okay? It is called a pecan pie dump cake. It says easy pecan pie dump cake. And tells us got all the cozy flavors of pecan pie with just 5 minutes of prep. No mixing. Or I should say no mixing bowls and no mixing needed. You just dump and bake. Now I'm going to go over the ingredients. First off, one thing I have not done yet is to spray.
What you spraying for?
It says to make sure you have a greased 9 by 13 inch pan or cake. Whatever. Baking dish. 9 by 13 baking dish, okay?
Y'all can see what she did.
You need 1 cup of chopped pecans. I've got my pecans here. I will measure them out here in a minute. Pecans.
They can see everything you got on there.
1 can of sweetened condensed milk. 14-ounce can. That is a 14-ounce can, by the way. 1 cup of corn syrup. I have not got that poured out yet, but that is my corn syrup. You can use light or dark, your preference. Don't matter. And if you don't know what corn syrup is, try Karo. K-A-R-O. Karo syrup. Everybody knows Karo. Calls for 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of melted butter. I've got that over here in this pan. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've got my good old La Ventadora that I got from, I should say, through Lazy Days Ahead from Mama Linda Peterson. You can tell I've been using that stuff. That's good stuff right there, y'all. 1 box yellow cake mix, any brand, says 15 ounce. This is a 15 ounce.
They see it better right there.
Well, I was looking to see if it said 15 ounce.
Oh. Well, excuse me.
And another 1/2 cup, 1 stick of cold butter, sliced thin. That's as thin as I can slice it, y'all. Also calls for 1 cup of water. How to make. Heat your oven to 350. Grease a 9 by 13 inch pan. We done went over that part of it. Step 2, layer it up. You sprinkle your pecans in the pan. So I'm going to get me a cup of pecans, y'all.
Y'all see what she sent me on Snap. Ain't that pretty?
Oh, that table. All right, 1
Green
cup.
tablecloth, Alpha Tower in the background.
Yeah. 1 cup of pecans sprinkled over the bottom of the pan. All right. Now comes the fun part. Dump in the condensed milk. And I'm going to do that. I'm just going to. This might take a second. Condensed milk is
Just a second.
Yeah,
Good
this
luck.
thick stuff.
Good luck.
I'm saying. Take the 5 minutes of prep time to get the condensed milk out. Just saying. Whew. I have to say, it's actually looked good. It has a picture with it. It showed the picture. It says you can serve this once it's done with vanilla ice cream. We got whipped topping to use. All right, Piggy, I'm going to.
She can't really have the ice cream.
Right, I'm going to keep that.
And it don't float my boat like it used to.
Yeah.
But the whipped cream she can have, and I like it.
Okay, it says dump in condensed milk, corn syrup. I'm going to put my corn syrup right here. Out there. cup of corn syrup going in. That was my oven preheated. Okay, we got us a cup of corn syrup, y'all. We'll do it just like we did that in. We're just going to pour it in there. It says dump it in there, but it pours. Yeah, I love pecan pie. And I saw this, I thought, that might sound good right there. I'm going to have to make that.
Yeah. I might have a little bit of a hard time with pecans, but I can still taste them.
All right. We got that in there. All right. We'll give it to Piggy here in a minute. All right. Now it says to melted butter and the vanilla. Y'all, I'm going to put my vanilla in my butter because that way it will get over more area than if I were to just try to sprinkle it over the whole thing. And take that melted butter right there, take a piece.
Melted butter.
Yeah. Now you do not mix this up, y'all. Do not stir, do not mix. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Got that done. There's no mixing. We got no mixing. Okay. Then it says to sprinkle, or shake the dry cake mix evenly over the top. Don't stir. That's got a clump there. We'll go ahead and throw a clump out. But didn't stir it, just kind of broke that clump apart.
Over this.
Yes, and done with that. Y'all feel sorry for Piggy. Pretty much forcing him to eat this stuff, you know.
I know, it's terrible.
Poor Piggy.
He just ticks me off anyway, knowing how bad I hate it. He forces me to eat all the
I know. Y'all, I'm a mean woman. And y'all see this the day after Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all out there.
I'll be doing mine here in a little bit.
Yeah.
On that.
Because this is Sunday afternoon. Piggy will be going live shortly. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not mixing it. I'm just kind of flattening it out. All right. Now it says to put the sliced butter on top. Okay. We'll layer a thin sliced butter on top. Thin as I could get it. I probably got it a little thinner, but I might have to put some more in there. There you go.
Double that knife over.
Yeah. Okay. Got the butter on there. It's a dot with cold butter slices. Gently pour water over everything. So yes, just pour it on top. Okay? So we're going to gently pour this.
If it don't work out, she'll figure out what went wrong and try it again another time and see if it does better.
Well, I'm just going by what they say on these instructions.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I got this recipe out.
That's why it's called experimentation.
Yeah. That was 1 cup of water, y'all. I hope that was 1 cup.
It was.
Okay. This is 3 bacon. Let me get a paper towel here to wipe my hands. This is Let it bake for 50 to 60 minutes until golden and bubbly at the edges. Okay? So we're going to take it, we're going to put it in the oven for the next 50 to 60 minutes. And then when we take it out, it's got to sit for 10 minutes so it'll thicken up as it cools. And then we can try eating it. So we'll see y'all once it's out of the oven and has set for 10 minutes. All right, y'all, we're back. It baked for 55 minutes. I've got my whipped topping here.
Da, 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 da.
This. Oh, man.
I'll wait till you're ready. I'll take a peck of talk.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little whipped topping with it before I take the picture.
Leave that in there so they can see what it is without the whipped topping.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give you this one.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a little extra.
Baby knows me. I earned my name with this stuff like this. It ain't nothing you'd want, boy. Hush.
We're in the kitchen, y'all. They hear it. Take Piggy's spoon.
She fixed something last night, and he got aggressive with me, wanting it. I growled at him, and he growled back. Most of the time, when we had Charlie or the kiddies, and if I growled at them, they backed off like, not Tank.
He growled right back at you.
He growled right back at me and with me. Like, dang, boy. I'll reference a movie at 48 Hours, the bar scene, where Murphy's character said, lack of, make a man brave. Well, that's what Tank was doing. Wanting food was making him brave.
Yep, we were having food and he wanted it. Piggy wasn't giving it to him. And
He just wasn't having it.
I'll leave that spoon right there. Put my spoon right there. Then open that up.
There's the whipped cream.
I'm just going to put it on the side.
Put it a little lower.
Okay, I'll give it a little more. There we go.
And for some of you jokers out there, don't go there. I'm just saying, you know what I mean.
There you go, Piggy. Let's put that in the refrigerator. Now that looks at the smell of it, I smell it within 5 minutes of being in the refrigerator. Or not refrigerator, in the oven. I can't talk, y'all.
All right.
Are you ready?
Y'all know what time it is.
I'm going to take a bite of it without the whipped toppings first. Got cake, got pecan pie filling to it. It's still hot. But good. Now, it did sit for 10 minutes after it came out of the oven. Now I'm going to try it with a little bit of the whipped topping. Oh, yeah, that's the hot pie.
Yeah, set it up.
That's good stuff, y'all. Simple, quick, easy, tasty. At least putting it together is simple, quick, and easy. It is tasty when it comes out of the oven after 50 to 55 minutes. Or 60 minutes, whatever. Just know your oven. Again, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 to 60 minutes. Let's say 55 to 60 minutes. You saw I put it together, sprayed 9x13 pecans. Sweet condensed milk. Caramel syrup. melted butter with the vanilla flavor, vanilla extract actually. The cake mix, the sliced butter, cup of water, stir nothing, just layer it. Simple, quick, easy,
Tasty.
very tasty. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye now.